And we were just talking about how men never approach women.
Is this seriously coming as a surprise? And no, it's not for the following reasons about to be mentioned.
And I get it, it's nerve-wracking, it's uncomfortable, it could be like severe rejection, all these things, but
what?
It's frustrating when it feels like women have to do all of the work.
Oh yes, how terrible. It must be absolutely awful to have to put forth some effort into actually approaching someone that a person might be interested in. I can see why some women are complaining, because traditionally, men did all that work.
And we were sitting there observing, and there was only one girl that was really talking to a few men, and every single time she was approaching them.
Wait, I thought that's what some women wanted. It's almost like I have to keep repeating myself here. It seems that some women only want equality, only when it benefits them. But when it comes to actually getting something that they want, some women just expect it to come to them.
So what is it? Like, what do women need to do to be approachable?
Ma'am, hi. Hi. You look good.
Thanks.
What's your name? I do not have time for that shit. I ain't gonna lie, that's how you do it every time. Every time.
Do you know where I can find your phone number? I saw you and I thought you were pretty. What's your name?
Cass.
What's your name?
I don't give it out.
Okay.
This is for the guys that have a fear of rejection with asking a woman out. So if you are in a position right now where you feel like you're being rejected or you fear rejection, that's okay, that's completely normal. But what is necessary for you to do is to take a risk.
I am 41 years old, single, without kids, living in a van outside my mom's house.
So a couple of weeks ago, a guy approached me. Of course I did what all girls do. Assumed he was a sexually charged pig, screams, "I have a boyfriend," before he could even get a word out. Rolled my eyes, threatened to call the cops, and immediately relocated to a different spot in the coffee shop just so I could post a TikTok about it.
Why does a man stare at you but never approach you?
You need to be approaching men because they will not approach you. It's up to us to decide which men we want to date.
When did men stop tricking on women? At what point did somebody sit you down and tell you that men are the prize? Who sat you down and told you that? Who sat you down and told you that it's lame to want to provide for a woman? It's lame to want to please her. It's lame to want to marry a woman and pay bills.
Men are so dumb.
Today is day one of getting railed by 365 people in 365 days.
Yeah, yes, I am dating you for money. I want your money, yes.
What I wanted to say was the reason why I go to Walmart and look for girls, because I know I'm going to get rejected. So why am I paying $30 to go to the club just to get rejected when I can just go to Walmart and get rejected for free? It costs $30 to get in the club. Walmart is free entry.
This man has cracked the code. He's figured out that rejection is guaranteed either way, so why pay premium prices for it? This is peak male adaptation to a broken sexual marketplace. When the game is rigged against you, at least play it efficiently. Walmart rejection costs $0. Club rejection costs 30 plus drinks plus.
Just shoot your shot. I mean, honestly, what do you actually have to lose? Just do it.
Why is it that every single guy I've given my number to, except for one, maybe two, since I started dating at the beginning of the summer, me going up to them, I swear to God, I just went to Chipotle after the gym, immediately make eye contact with this guy. He was very good looking. I could tell that he was interested in me, and I could tell he was looking at me for a long time. When I walked in, he was checking out, so he should have been leaving. I go in line. He circled the block and went to use the bathroom, and I could see him in the reflection of the Chipotle thing. I could see him looking at me from behind. I also was wearing gym shorts, so he might have just been looking at my ass. Anyway, he goes in the bathroom, and then he sits and waits for me to finish ordering, checking out. Just come up and fucking say something, bro. Like, what are you guys worried about? Rejection?
I don't see the point of approaching women or bagging women. There's no point unless you know. The only way you get her is if you already know she's into you.
So what if you're out somewhere and you find an attractive woman, you're not going to go up to her?
There's no point.
Why?
Because they choose. There's absolutely no point of What do you mean how?
But how do you know you're not chosen if you don't go up to her?
You don't have to go up to her. When a woman wants what she wants, she shows you that she wants it.
Not all
lie.
women do that.
Y'all looking at the camera, lie and say y'all don't. These women listen, there's dudes that don't gotta do nothing but breathe. Hey, I think you're so handsome, I think you're this. Women will come up to them.
A study on date psychology recently revealed that 48% of men 26 to 40 years old have not approached women in the past year, and 60% of men aged 18 to 25 said they haven't. In the entire data set, 30% of men said they never approached a woman in person before. Ever.
They actually went into the reasoning behind these men not going and speaking to women, and I believe the list was scared of rejection, scared of like an HR response or being reported or Me Too'd in some way, shape, or form, not being successful, and just not feeling the need to walk up to women anymore was also one of the many answers that men gave on the list of reasons why they no longer approach women. So it's interesting out there.
I've learned that my type is boys that don't want me, and it's fucking aggravating. Like, why the fuck is that my type?
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men?
Why do men not understand hints in the slightest way possible? Okay, what happened to men being able to pick up on signals when women fancy them? Okay, I'm not making this 10-second eye contact for you to just walk out the room and pretend I don't exist.
Modern women spent years telling men that approaching them was harassment. They made viral videos about preferring to be alone with bears rather than men. They created an entire culture around shaming male sexuality as inherently predatory and unwelcome. They turned dating apps into ego-boosting validation machines where 80% of women chase the top 20% of men while ignoring everyone else. They labeled any man who showed persistence as a creep, any man who showed effort as a simp, and any man who showed vulnerability as weak. And now, after years of this systematic demoralization, they're genuinely confused about why men have stopped playing their game. They created an environment where the risk-reward ratio of approaching women became completely unsustainable for most men, and now they're shocked that men made the rational decision to withdraw. But here's the black pill truth they don't want to admit. Most of these women complaining about not being approached wouldn't have been interested in the men approaching them anyway. They're not upset about losing romantic opportunities, they're upset about losing attention and validation. They want men to continue taking social and emotional risks to approach them so they can have the power to reject them and feel desirable. They want the benefits of male pursuit without any of the obligations that traditionally came with it. The women you saw in these clips aren't looking for relationships, they're looking for validation. They want to be approached by men they can reject, so they can feel powerful and desired. They want the ego boost that comes from male attention without having to provide anything in return. This is why they're so angry about men withdrawing. It's not about losing potential partners, it's about losing their supply of free validation and ego stroking. Women created exactly the environment they wanted, where only the most attractive, aggressive, and socially dominant men continue to pursue them. They got rid of all the nice guys and simps who were cluttering up their options with unwanted attention. Now they have access to exactly the type of men they were always attracted to, and they're complaining because those men have too many options to commit to any one woman. This is the natural endpoint of female sexual liberation, a small percentage of men having sexual access to most women, while the majority of men are completely priced out of the market. Women achieved their hypergamous paradise, and now they're discovering that paradise isn't as satisfying as they thought it would be when everyone else is living in it too. Women wanted a sexual marketplace based on pure hypergamy and female choice. Now they have it, and they're learning that getting what you want isn't the same thing as being happy with what you get.